Hey, we're back with Dakota, and we are going to do the final stages of our drop protocol. And this basically addresses the emotional response that your dog has to you or other people approaching them when they have an item of value. So previously, Dakota lunged and snapped and went after people when she had things. And a lot of times this comes from having a negative emotional experience with people taking things, right? People get very confrontational when their dogs have something and they want to get it back, and it turns into this huge confrontational altercation. And our dogs start to associate them having an item and your approach with them losing that item. So all we're going to do here now is Dakota is happily chewing away on her bully stick, a very high value item, one that caused her to react negatively when she had it previously. And I just have some really tasty treats, and all I'm gonna do is walk by her and just drop the food every time I pass. So basically my approach means something good is coming. And so we start to associate this new thing with our dogs, and our dogs start to learn to have a different association when we approach. And you're gonna see a dog going from potentially guarding their item to disengaging and looking at you as you approach, because your approach means something good is happening. So it's a much better response from our dogs in these situations. If you do have a dog that is lunging at you, you want to have a tie back on them, because if they do happen to come at you during this exercise, if the other stuff hasn't been proofed enough, then you might find yourself in a bit of a pickle. So use your tie backs if you're concerned about your safety, and just keep on the outside of that area that your dog is able to, the length of the leash, the amount of space that the dog is able to come towards you. Dakota and I are cool though with this exercise, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like with the dog just hanging out, having something in their possession. So we're just gonna walk by, and I'm gonna drop a piece of food. I'll drop it a little closer so she can get it. And you can even see at this point when I walk by how she disengages and looks up at me. This is what we're going for. I want that, hey, what's going on? Not the, hey, leave me alone, guarding behavior, right? So this is showing me that my approach is having a different effect on her at this point. Good. So those are the stages in your drop protocol. You want to teach a dog how to associate the word with something good falling to the floor. You want to teach the dog how to release items to you that you have in your possession still. So it's kind of that give and take game. Then you want to move on to your dog actually having possession of an item and having them drop it. And then finally, we want to reassociate our approach to our dogs when they have something, so they learn that it's not a negative experience.